another question. I've got a sales manager, obviously, kind of paraphrasing, but he said, I wish all my loan officers use Mortgage Coach. The total cost analysis is the ultimate value, value presentation. But I've got a few that use it all the time with every family. So every family that they're quoting to gets a link. It drives an experience like this. And then I got a lot of loan officers who just either don't do it at all, or they only do it like when they feel like they need to do it. So Anthony, if you wouldn't mind speaking directly to sales managers out there, you know what we do because you've been on these calls long enough.
Oh yeah.
But what advice do you have for that?
I might be your most frequent guest. Am I your most frequent guest?
You're in the top.
I'll probably make it in the top 10.
You're in the top 10 percentile, my friend.
I figured. Here's what I will tell you. So there are some things as a leader that you have to decide are non-negotiable. And when it comes to compelling differentiated value, that's not what we do, it's who we are. And when you say we're going to be different and be comes before do, I think that you have to exercise managerial will and say, in every client interaction we use Mortgage Coach because it allows us to create compelling differentiated value. That allows us to serve our client better. That allows us to win more business. That allows us to serve even more clients better than we're serving them now. This is managerial will. Some things need to be done just because they're the right thing to do. I don't need to have a democratic vote. I don't need to build consensus around it. I don't need to have a lot of conversations. We do it because it's right. There are some things we do just because they're right, even though we don't think they're always necessary, even though we don't always like it, even though we don't always want to. We exercise managerial will and say, we're a disciplined, compelling, differentiated sales organization. We're doing this. And that would be my best advice to you. I would make it a mandate. If I have a tool that unlevels the playing field and tilts it in my direction and creates preference for me, I'm using that tool. And I would make my team use it too.
So for everybody that's a branch manager, we obviously believe that's the case. For everyone that's the head of production, you can do it. And for everybody that's on this call and you have a team, you have a production assistant, you could just tell your production assistant, this is a new team requirement. Let's face it, you all have America's best mortgage app. I mean, USA Today did their research, and they recognized the Mortgage Coach app as the #1 app for mortgage. You're getting into debt. Make sure that you're doing it in the most intelligent way possible. Make sure you're doing it with a digital experience. Obviously, if you're meeting with someone that, mobile might not be their way, hey, you can print it out, but make sure you do it.